Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This weekend, the government's parent party, which they belong to, advanced support for a halt to pipeline construction and an end to all fossil fuel use by 2050. Since the NDP ideology includes putting Alberta's largest employers out of business, for many Albertans, this may be the last straw that will break their families' back. To the Premier, although a select few of your cabinet may now be half-heartedly speaking out about how harmful NDP policies are, where were they this weekend when it mattered for Alberta?
Where were they?
Where were they?
Iowa Premier. Not very convincing.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'd be happy to refer the member opposite to the link that actually showed where I was. I was at the convention on Saturday giving a speech about where we stood in Alberta on the issue of our energy. I was proud of that. I was proud of our members. And again, as I've said, we've completely repudiated that part of that document. It is not going forward, and Albertans can trust us to have their back.
Honourable members, I have difficulty hearing the Premier's remarks, as of the rest of the House. Would you ensure you keep your applause so that I can hear it? The first supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also saw that the Premier was in Jasper Sunday when people were voting on this. Last week, the Deputy Premier said, and I quote, "Certainly be talking about opportunities to move our products east and west with our colleagues from across Canada over this very weekend." Well, Mr. Speaker, Albertans who watched the NDP convention did not see much of that minister on the microphone in their defence. To the Deputy Premier, what changed over the weekend and why did you not speak up for Alberta when you had the chance?
Honourable Deputy Premier.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to address the question. Certainly I was at convention, I was working the floor, I was meeting with people who'd signed on to leave and explaining to them exactly how important this was to our whole country's prosperity, not just Alberta's, Mr. Speaker. And certainly I find that I've made a lot of progress in those conversations. I was also addressing national media and making it very clear that our entire government, Alberta government policy, our party, we are opposed to this, we repudiate it, and we're continuing to move forward, Mr. Speaker, to get a pipeline built.
Well, Mr. Speaker, there's no record at the convention of what the minister said, so it must have been voice mode. Just before today, at noon, in a media conference, the Premier called the LEAP Manifesto thoughtless, naive, and tone-deaf, and also said, it's not about how I feel. I think Albertans may think it is about how you feel, since it's the most important thing to them. And then the truth. The Premier said, I haven't read it. Premier, will you read the document so you can defend Albertans and actually stand up for them in Alberta?
Take a pill.
I believe, again, as I've already stated, that I have a clear record of standing up for the interests of Albertans on this particular issue, and I'm very proud to continue doing that because I'm fully aware how important it is to Albertans. And when I said that it's not about me, the point was this. It's about how we help Albertans and Alberta families and those people who have lost their jobs and those people that are looking for jobs and those people that are building businesses and new businesses. That's what our job as government is. That's what we will focus on, and that was what my point was.